Okay, welcome everybody. So again, just a quick reminder that if you are interested in a second class with me each week, I'm now going to be teaching on Fridays at 1 o'clock. Same kind of class. So if you're available and you want to check in, make sure you get the link and I'll see you on Fridays as well. So for now, make sure that you're sitting comfortably upright. Feet are solidly grounded, ankles under knees, and the middle of your knee pointing towards the middle of your foot. So feet can be slightly apart and parallel. And then take a moment to take a few deep breaths, just checking in with your breath today. Just notice how your breath is flowing, fast or slow, smooth or a little bumpy. And try not to judge whatever you notice, just observe, and you may notice changes throughout the practice. Start to gently circle your shoulders. And then keeping your chest nice and lifted, neck long, turn your head side to side. And come back to center and lift and lower, chin down as you exhale, lift as you inhale. So it's often nice to coordinate movement and breath when possible. Helps to remember to breathe. And if you notice yourself, come back to center. If you notice yourself holding your breath during class, then just pause, reconnect with your breath, and then rejoin whatever we're doing. Let's tilt left ear towards left shoulder, and right arm can stretch out a little bit to the side, away from the chair. Breathe. And then turn your chin a little bit towards the floor. Feel that change in the stretch in the neck. And then pivot nose a little bit towards the ceiling. And relax the arm, bring your head upright. Let's do the other side. Left ear to the side. I'm sorry, right ear to your side. I am doing things as if you're looking in a mirror, so I'm mirroring you. Extend your left arm out to the side a little bit. Breathe. And then turn your chin slightly down, keeping your ear to the side. And nose turning up a little bit. And then relax the arm, bring your head center, and take a moment to circle your shoulders a few times while I move to my other seat, and we'll continue our warm-ups. So make sure you're grounded through your legs, so you're not collapsing into the back of the chair. You can always bring your hands to the edges of the seat and just lightly press down with your hands. It helps you to elongate the ribs. So moving into our seated cat-cow, draw your tail, kind of tucking it under, and your navel back towards the back of the chair, so you round the low back. And then sitting up tall, you might want to slide your hands back along the chair edges and tilt forward, squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other to get a little more arch in the upper back. Then come back up to center. So we'll alternate, rounding into cat stretch, and then sitting up and tilting forward into cow. And again, rounding back and arching forward. Let's do that once more. Rounding back And arching forward. And then sitting tall at the center. Let's stretch the right arm up. You can hold the left side of the chair with your left hand and reach across on the diagonal. Try to keep your right sitting bone grounded. If you're uncomfortable, if your shoulder's uncomfortable, just move your arm a little farther from your head. So it doesn't have to be right alongside your head, but think of lengthening through your fingertips. And come back upright. Let's do the other side. Left arm reaching up and slightly over on the diagonal. Try to keep that shoulder back, so you don't want the arm coming in front of your face. Breathe. Left sit bone pressing down into the chair if possible. And then come on back to center. Good. Let's just circle the shoulders a couple more times. And preparing for our seated twist, bringing the legs close together. Left hand can come to the side of the right knee and right hand can slide along the side of the chair or even behind you. Lengthen up through the spine and then turn your ribs, your chest, your gaze to the right. Keep the legs hugging together to maintain stability in the lower body. And then unwind. The other side. Left hand sliding back, right hand across. Lengthen and turn. Let your eyes drift back behind you as far as you can see. And gently unwind. As you come back to center, we're going to walk the feet out a little bit wider. Make sure your thighs are as open as your feet. So the middle of the knee points to the third toe on each foot. And then feeling this hinging at the top of the leg. Right? So we're hinging at the hip joint rather than bowing from the waist. We're tilting forward. And that's our flat back position. As we work into our sun salutation, you're welcome to round farther if it's straight, if it's safe for your spine. So really use your own judgment. Always adjust as needed. If you ever find that you need to take a break or release a pose before I tell you, it's always okay. So let's just come into that tilt, but add a twist with the right shoulder tipping in towards the middle, and then come back up. And then tipping the left shoulder in, and coming back up. Let's do the first side again. Right shoulder tilting in, and coming up, and left shoulder. And coming back up. Take a nice full breath, and let it out. Getting ready for our seated sun salute. Let's bring the palms together. Take a breath in here. And as you release the breath, you can release your hands. On your inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, gently bow forward. Inhale, let's all meet in that flat back. And exhale, just relax your head and neck. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, palms glide down in front of your heart. Full breath in. And once again, inhaling, reach. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out, moving to the next piece. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out from the beginning now. Inhaling up, exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine, exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus, exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist, inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in. Once more, those two parts. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Adding the last piece. Inhaling, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand along the inner leg as you look up. Inhale, rising up, switch the arms. Other hand slides towards the floor as you look up. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in, starting from the beginning. Inhaling up and exhale to down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide against the leg as you look up. Inhale, rising up, switch the arms. So your arm helps keep the leg wide, opening into the twist as you inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let's do the whole sequence once more. Inhaling up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide down the leg as you look up. Inhale, coming up, switch the arms. Other hand slides down. Inhale, rising up. Let's do each side again for this last one. Right hand down, left arm reaching up. Inhale up, other side. Right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Big breath in, arms sweeping up. Exhale, open the arms and gently float the arms down. Gradually walk in towards center. If you need a little break, you can scoot back in your chair. Just lean against the chair back. Take a few breaths, noticing if your breath has gotten a little faster. It's okay. Give it a moment to slow down. And let's begin to warm up the legs. So let's lift the right foot, circling at the ankle. And change the direction of the circles. And then flex the foot and point. Flex, toes to ceiling and point. Flex and point. Once more, flex and point. Relax that leg. Let's lift the left foot. Circle at the ankle. And reverse. And then flex and point. Flex and point. sit away from the chair back now. So slide a little forward, make sure you walk the feet a little forward as well. So your feet are nice and grounded. And notice what happens if you press your feet into the floor. It also creates some of the engagement of the abdominal muscles to help you lift up through the spine, stay long through the rib cage. So we're going to keep the left foot pressing gently into the floor. Flex your right foot, slide the heel back as far as you're able to under your chair, and then gently extend the legs straight, keeping the thigh on the chair. So we're just moving at the knee, moving the lower leg only, sliding back and extending out. Sliding back, extending out. Once more, sliding back, extending out, and hold the leg extended for a moment. Feel the muscles in the leg working. So your foot is flexed. You think of flaring your toes. Feel the quadricep, thigh muscle engaged. Keep breathing. So if you're holding your breath, just notice it and then start the breath again. Good, and then gently release that leg. Center yourself. Right foot stays on the floor as we flex the left foot and slide the heel back. And then extend out. Gently bend. So your foot may scrape a little against the floor as you do this, because it's important not to lift your leg off the chair. Thigh stays on the chair as you extend and bend. One more time. Extend and hold and breathe. Good, relax that leg. Rock gently side to side. Feel those sitting bones at the bottom of your buttocks. We're going to lift the right leg, but this time we're going to interlace the fingers under the thigh. So now you're picking your leg up off the chair, you're interlacing your fingers and then trying to drop the leg into your hands. Take the leg, use your hands to move in little circles. And then reverse the circles. And let's draw that knee in close to you. If it's comfortable, you may want to switch the clasp of your hands to around the front of the knee or shin. Flex both feet and tone your belly. So draw your navel towards your spine and try and bring your chest forward and up so that you're not collapsed into the back of the chair. See what happens if you press your left foot into the floor. So it help you keep those abdominal muscles engaged. And if you got that down pat, you're welcome to extend the left leg out in front of you. Keep breathing as you hold this pose. As always, you can release before I tell you if you need to. But let's all release gently. Shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers. And let's do the other leg. So lifting the left leg, interlace under the left thigh and let the leg be heavy in your hands. Using your hands and arms to circle at the hip joint. And reverse. And then drawing that knee in close to your chest. Switch the clasp of your hands if you want. Flex the feet. So feel as you flex the feet, you're pressing your right foot down, belly engages, lifting your chest, trying to not lean back in the chair. Maintaining this as you breathe or adding the extension of the right leg. Breathe in and out. Paying attention to each breath in and out. Noticing what you're feeling. Good, let's all release both feet to the floor. Shake out your hands. Let's wiggle the fingers. Gently circle at the wrist. And reverse the circles. Good, let's extend that right hand out, palm facing up. Point the fingers down, arms straight. And with your left hand, Gently draw the right fingertips back towards your body as your palm presses forward. Breathe. And release. Other side. Turn the left palm up, arm extended, fingertips gently pull back towards your torso as you press the palm away. Nice full breath. Good, and release. Okay, let's bring the fingertips to the shoulders and make some easy circles with the elbows. So you can make them small or you can allow them to get bigger and bigger. No rush, take your time. Feel this in the shoulders, in the back, between your shoulder blades. Good, and then relax your left arm. We're going to bring that right elbow more towards the ceiling, just letting your fingers float back behind you. Keep that right bicep in close to your ear, and then lift the elbow as much as you can up and back. Your left hand can help support that right arm. Breathe. And release. Good, other side. So left elbow lifting towards the ceiling, bicep close to the ear, and right arm can help draw the elbow back or just help lift it up. Breathe. Good, and release. Nice. I'm going to lean a little bit forward in your chair. Let your left forearm come across your thighs. Turn the right palm up, make a gentle fist, and then draw that elbow way back behind you and straighten the arm. Good. Bend the elbow without dropping the elbow, and then extend. Good. So let's do that a few more times, bending and extending. Feel this in your upper arm. Try not to turn your torso. Just your arm reaching back behind you. And relax. The other side. Right forearm coming across the chair, your legs on the chair. Left palm turns up. A soft fist. And then elbow pulling back and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Couple more. And release. Take a big breath in and then sigh it out. And you can just let your chin come towards your chest. Glide your chin over towards one shoulder and then the other. Releasing any tension in your neck. And as your head comes back to center, we're going to open that right leg to the side and try and stay towards the front of your chair. See if you can slide a little bit to your left so that your right thigh is right along the front edge of the chair. Your left hip is off the chair. Your left foot can stay where it is, or walk the foot out, keeping the sole of the foot on the floor. Just kind of going heel toe, and ending with the foot turned slightly in with my legs straight, forward at a diagonal. Open the chest. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel the lift up through your ribs. So try to keep your chest centered so that you're not leaning to the right here. Try stretching your left arm to the left. That'll sometimes help make sure that you're centered between the legs. Good, and then bend your right elbow. We're going to stretch to the right. Really reach to the side. Left hand can come to your hip, right forearm on your thigh, shoulders back, head staying in line with your spine. And then left arm can reach to the sky if you want. Bring that arm closer to your ear if it's comfortable. Breathe into the stretch down that whole left side of your body. Full breaths in and out. And then let's come all the way up. Relax your arm. Walk your foot back in if you extended the leg. Bring back to center. Let's do the other side. So we're going to open the left leg to the side. Let's slide the hips back. Have the left thigh along the front edge of the chair. And it's fine if you just want to keep the right knee bent with the foot on the floor as it is. So if it's uncomfortable for you trying to extend the leg, just leave it here. Try to keep your torso facing directly forward though, and nice and lifted through the ribs. I'm going to walk my foot out over to the right on a diagonal, ending with the foot slightly turned in, lifting up through my chest and stretching my right arm out to the right just to help keep that lift up through the ribs. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe. Bending the left elbow, I'm going to stretch to the left. Lengthen to the side. Right hand can come to your hip. Left forearm on your thigh, keeping the shoulders back, the head in line with the tailbone. Breathe. And then right arm can extend to the sky, and you can experiment with bringing it closer to your head, but not letting it get in front of your face. So breathe here. And gently come all the way up. Relax the arm. Walk the feet back in to the center. Pause for a moment. Just feeling your breath. So we're going to extend the left leg out a little bit. You can just let the heel rest on the floor. Open the right knee to the side. For ankle to knee pose, if you can bring, you're going to flex the right foot, and if you can, bring the heel above the left knee, great. If not, just stay against the shin. Okay? If you are above the knee, then you can try bending the left knee as well, foot on the floor. Keep the right foot actively flexed. So you're trying to open that right hip as much as possible. Sitting really tall, so no rounding here. You want to be sure that you're hinging at the hip joint. If you tilt a little forward, it's not about bowing over the legs. It's just getting into the hip joint. And breathing. Good, gently release. Let's do the other side. So extend your right leg out. Open the left knee to the side, lifting the foot and flexing it, bringing the heel on top of the thigh, just above the knee, or below the knee, against the shin. If you're above the knee, you can try bending the right knee as well. Keep the left foot flexed, left knee open wide to the side, and sit really tall. So just sitting up very tall here may give you a lot of stretch. Everybody's different. Really be kind to yourself. Work with the body that you have. It's not always going to look the same as what I'm doing. That's okay. Make sure you're still breathing in and out. Good. And then gently release, both feet coming to the floor. All right, let's stretch the front of those hip joints. Now we're going to turn to the right. This time our whole body is facing the right, still right at the front of the chair. So you can have your right arm on the chair back for support, and then let your left knee drop down towards the floor. Breathe. See if you feel this in the thigh. You don't want to feel it in your low back. So we want to protect the low back here. Lean slightly forward. Maybe you can slide your left foot farther back, toes tucked under, heel upright towards the ceiling. And now imagine your tailbone stretching down as you lift your low belly up and move your waist back. So we're bringing the torso upright from the bottom, not from the shoulders. Lift up through the chest. Let's inhale the left arm out to the side and exhale, reaching overhead. Inhale, opening out. Exhale, reaching up and over. One more time. Inhale, opening out. Exhale, reaching up and over. And then inhale, opening out. We're going to lean a little forward again. And maybe you can straighten that back leg more now that you're leaning forward again. Try to lift your belly a little bit away from the front thigh. Now we're going to add a twist. So you're going to be turning away from the screen. You're going to bring your left hand around to the side of the chair back and try to use your hands to turn towards the back of the chair. And breathe. Some of you may want to try bringing your left elbow to the side of your right leg. If that's too much, just hold the chair back and let your arms help you around. Let's all unwind, relax that back leg, and come back to face the front of your chair. Get ready for those two poses on the other side. So turning to your left, your whole body faces the side, left arm resting on the chair back for support. Relax the right knee, let it drop towards the floor. Sit up tall. Just breathe. And then gently bow forward slightly. See if you can walk your right toes back, tuck them under, and press through the heel, straightening that leg as much as you're able. Now lengthening the low back, tail reaches down, belly draws in and back, chest lifts, and then inhale, right arm out to the side, exhale, reaching up and overhead. Inhale, open, exhale, reaching up and over. Inhale, open, exhale, up and over. Last time, inhale, open, and then once again, we're going to bow forward. See if you're now able to get the back leg a little straighter, walk it back farther. Take a moment, try to draw your navel in and up so you're not just collapsed on your front thigh. And then right hand coming around to the chair edge and using your arms to help you twist to the left. Breathe. And gently unwind yourself. Turn back to face the front. Good. Let's open the arms out wide and make some easy circles with the whole arm. And then change the direction of the circles. Bringing your hands to the sides of the seat. If you're able to slide forward on the chair seat, you may be able to rest the heel of each hand on the back corner of the seat. It will depend on your chair. I also like to put my heels up the front legs of the chair. So the ball of each foot is on the floor, but the heel is pressing into the chair. It just helps to stabilize the chair. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and lift the chest. So it's a little bit of a back bend. You can lift your gaze slightly, but don't let your head drop back. And you're welcome to remain here and breathe, just feeling that as a nice chest opener. If you want to add a little strengthening for the arms and legs, you can press into your hands, press into your feet, and lift your hips off the chair. Stretching your tailbone forward, breathing, keeping the back of your neck long. And then let's all come back down to sit and relax your arms. Bringing your feet back so their ankles are under the knees. Take a moment to pause and breathe. All right, let's do eagle pose today. So let's start with the legs close together. Now you can stay here with the legs. It's optional if it's possible for you to cross right knee over the left and try to squeeze the legs close together. Or you can cross at the ankle, but hug the legs close together. Bring the arms out to cactus. And as you draw the forearms towards each other, slip the right elbow a little under the left and see if you can cross one elbow under the other. Wrap your forearms. Take nice deep breaths. Let's lift the elbows a little bit and slide them towards one side. And then over to the other side. Come back to center. Take a big breath in. And exhale, release the arms. Unwrap the feet, circle your shoulders. Let's do the other side. So legs hugging together, crossing left ankle in front of right or left knee over the right. Squeezing the legs in, arms start in cactus. This time you're going to see if you can slip the left elbow a little under the right, crisscrossing at the elbows and then wrapping the forearms, fingers reaching up. Right? If you can't intertwine, just press the backs of the hands together. Breathe. Lift the elbows a little higher and then slide them over towards one side and over towards the other. Come back to center, big breath in. And as you exhale, unwind everything, circle your shoulders. Take a moment to breathe. Just notice your breath. Bring one hand onto your low belly. So let's start our laughter yoga, getting ready for Christmas. Playing Santa on the corner. Take a big breath in and let's hear a ho, ho, ho. 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 Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Let that go. So anytime the faking it just turns into real laughter, that's great. Okay? But it's fine to just fake. Still healthy. So let's move up to a ha-ha. Maybe a little more comfortable. Take a breath and just play it with me. Ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha-ha. Breathe. Good. And let's all make a little tweety sound. So little constriction in the throat, a little hee 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 let it go. Big breath in and out. Good. All right, we're going to come up to stand. If standing isn't right for you, you can remain seated and just breathe and visualize. Imagine yourself doing the standing poses. If you need to leave the class early, that's also okay. So really adjust. When we stand, we're going to be using the chair for support, so don't worry about balance, right? We're going to practice balance, but use the chair. So walking your feet back a little bit, more underneath your thighs, tilting at the hip hinge of the hip joint, tipping forward but not bowing forward. So we try and keep the chest wide, the shoulders back, your gaze forward. Start by just rocking a little forward and back. Feel that shift of weight as you rock forward, your feet press more into the floor. Try engaging your abdominal muscles a little. That will also help When you feel ready, you push it to the floor to rise up to stand. And then come to stand behind your chair. Adjust my screen a little bit. And I'm going to move my chair over to the side so that you can see what my legs are doing. So starting with the feet close together, take a moment and just breathe. Feel the difference between having the feet close together and taking them a little bit apart. So there's more of a sense of being kind of on a pinhead, being a little tippier when the legs are close together. So another balance practice that we can do is to step one foot directly in front of the other. So feel free to hold onto the chair. Make sure you have enough space to do this. You're going to try and bring your right foot directly in front of your left, heel to toe, toe to heel. And then feel how squeezing the legs towards each other helps to activate the abdominal muscles, keep a lift up through the torso. And just feel it's a little wobbly here. That's okay. Keeping one or both hands on the chair for support, or if you want to just check yourself, lifting the hands away, bringing them back down when you need to. But let's step the feet apart again. Take a moment, shifting weight side to side, and then we'll do the other side. So left foot in front of the right, squeeze the legs towards each other, lift up through the torso. Feel any little wobble. Try releasing one hand or the other or both. And always just have your hands near the chair for support as you need it. Full breath in and let it go. Let's unwrap the feet. I'm going to turn to the side. You're facing your chair, but I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to have my right foot close to the chair. Reach my left foot way back, and I'm on the ball of the foot. The right knee is bent. So I'm in a kind of a lunge here. I'm going to try to stretch the left heel towards the floor. So lift it up a little bit, and then try and stretch it down. You should feel this in the calf. Lift and lower the heel as best you can. And this time, see if you can let the foot turn out a little bit to bring the sole of the left foot on the floor, but keep your hips facing the chair. Imagine you're on skis and you're trying to, or skates, and you're trying to slide both feet in towards the middle, front to back and side to side. That'll help engage the muscles of the legs, help you with balance. With your left hand, just stretch the arm out and up. So feel a long stretch through that whole side of your body. Breathe. Good, and then bringing your hand down, but straighten the right leg. Lift the back heel, and we're going to step the back foot in. You might want to walk your right foot a little away from the chair. Another balance challenge and strengthener is to extend up through the torso, reach over the chair if you can. Bring your left hand, well, bring both hands to start onto the seat of the chair and flex the left foot, stretching it back behind you. Lengthen your torso forward. And then if you want to try, keep your left hand on the chair and extend your right arm out away from you. Breathe. Good, let's release and come up to stand. I'll turn my chair the other way. We'll do that on the other side. So left foot is close to the chair. My right foot is reaching back, left knee is bent. I'm going to stretch the heel towards the floor and then lift. So stretch and lift, stretch and lift and stretch and lift. And now I'm going to let the foot pivot a little bit, turn me slightly out, but trying to keep my hips facing the chair. Squeeze the legs isometrically, front to back, side to side, and then right arm stretching up, lengthening that whole side. Breathe. And as you bring your hand down, lift the back heel, step that foot in. You might want to step your left foot a little farther from the chair. Get ready to extend your torso. So lift up through the belly, reach your chest forward. Start to float that right leg up behind you, and then hands can both come to the seat of the chair if that works for you. And if you want, left arm stretching forward. Opposite arm and leg reaching away from each other, and breathe. And then gently release those feet to the floor, hands come up, and you make your way to center. Take your feet a little bit wider and make some easy circles with your hips. And change direction. Okay, let's get ready for a couple more standing poses. So we're going to walk the feet wide apart. Bend your knees a little bit. Let's start with both feet parallel. Now, we tend to let the weight in our feet shift either to the inner or outer edges. So see if you can feel that you're evenly balanced between the inner and outer edge of each foot. Another thing that helps, and this is also protective for the knees, is to lift and spread your toes. So keep that left foot facing directly forward. Turn your right leg, pivot on the heel, turn that leg out to the side and bend the right knee. So remember what we did when we were sitting, right? This is warrior two pose. Stretch that left arm out to the left so that your torso stays centered between the legs. And if you feel steady without holding the chair, you can extend your right arm out as well and gaze to the right. Nice deep breath. Good, let's bring the arms down. We're going to straighten the right leg and go right into triangle pose. So left hand can feel your left hip. Press your hip into your hand. So we're tilting that left hip up and lengthening the upper body towards the right. Hinging at the hip joint, so no collapsing. Don't let your side get all compressed. Try to keep a lot of space from your hip to your right armpit. One or both hands can stay on the chair. Right? Options if you feel steady on your legs. Right hand can come down to your leg, left arm can reach up. You can just do one or the other arm. So see what's right for you. Try to keep your head in line with the rest of your spine, not dropping the ear down or tipping the other ear up. Breathe. And then hands come down. Gradually lift up. Turn the feet back to parallel. We'll do the other side. So right foot now facing directly forward. Turn the left leg out 90 degrees, but try not to turn your upper body. So torso faces forward. We're going to bend the left knee. And again, even here, the left knee is right over the ankle, pointing towards the middle toe. We'll stretch that right arm out to the side to help that lift up through the chest. If you feel steady without the chair, left arm can reach to the left and gaze can turn to the left as well. Breathing here. And then arms down, straightening the left leg, hinging at the hip, top of the left thigh, hips move to the right, torso lengthens to the left. If you feel okay releasing one hand, just start with the left and stretch it way to the side, and then bring the hand to your leg. Left arm can stay on the chair or reach for the sky. Breathe. And gently release the arms coming up. Turn the feet parallel. Bend the knees a little, walk the feet in towards each other. And let's take a last dog stretch using the chair. So hands holding the chair back, feet are slightly apart and parallel. You're going to walk your feet away from the chair. But at the same time now, once your feet are farther away, hinge at the hip and stretch back through your tailbone. Reach your sitting bones back and your chest forward. Good, breathe. Try resting your forearms or wrists on the chair back so you can really stretch all the way out through your fingertips. Keeping your head kind of between your upper arms, not letting it drop down. Gaze could be slightly forward rather than dropping your head towards the floor. Another breath. Good, and then gently bend your knees. And walk your hands back if you extended them. Let your elbows bend but lift. And see if you can get even a little arch in your upper back by letting your chest melt down, your tailbone lift up. Good, slowly walk in towards your chair. Let's take a last breath, stretching up. And exhale, arms float down. And you can make your way back to sit. So as you come to sit, slide back in the chair, relax your legs, feel your back resting into the chair back. See if you can let go of all effort. So this last minute of relaxation, of just letting go. Let your body sort of soften into the chair. If you can tell your muscles that they've done a great job and they can let go now. Relaxing all 10 fingers, 10 toes. Relaxing your hands and your feet, your ankles and wrists. Relaxing your forearms and your calves, elbows and knees, your thighs and upper arms. Relaxing all the way through your body. So feel your spine leaning into the chair, relax your belly, relax your ribs. Soften up through the spine, relax your throat, neck, relax your shoulders. Relax all the muscles of your face, eyes resting gently in their sockets. Stay here for a few breaths. Nothing to do, no place to go. Simply enjoy your breath. And see how your body would like to move to gently awaken from this relaxation. Bringing your feet more onto the floor, maybe sitting a little away from the chair back. Moving your shoulders, moving your fingers, hands, wrists, head, neck. And then sitting tall. Let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. Share the sound of Om to close our practice. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. close to the screen, and you're welcome to unmute if you have any questions or